Hi everyone, my name is Zoe and I am joined by Falcone, who will be hosting the Hearthstone Global Games review together with me, and we will be bringing you up to speed on everything HCG related. We have recaps, highlights, we have some fun activities and exclusive interviews.
Today, for our very first show, we're going to have a chat with the first Hearthstone World Champion, who is also representing Team USA in the Hearthstone Global Games. It's Firebat.
And we also get to see Taurus playing some trombone. Hearthstone. He will be playing some Hearthstone. He also did play the trombone, and he'll do so against Falcone.
You recently joined brand new team Omnislash along with Brian Kibler of Brian Kibler Gaming, who joined just a few weeks before you. How do you feel about the transition?
I feel really smooth about the transition. Omnislash works with me to create a lot of content, which is something I really like doing. We make a lot of videos. I'm able to do pretty much whatever I want. Like, I'm really free with my schedule and can go to events. I can run tournaments with them if I want. So it's been a really smooth transition, and it's kind of different than a competitive team, and it really fits what I want to do with the game.
So I have been told that you have a special, let's call it, relationship with eating eggs prior to certain tournaments. I'm not sure if I'm going to regret this question, but can you tell us about that?
Right. So in 2015 was when I had my biggest win streak ever, and I was able to win 2 tournaments back-to-back and then get 2 second places right after that. So I had this huge win streak. And at all of those events, there was a caster called Nimsh, and at every morning we ate breakfast together, and I always had the eggs, and I always got sick immediately after, but then I always did well in the tournament. So it started becoming like a tradition. For some reason, every single time I got sick after I ate eggs, I won that tournament.
Would you advise new players to eat foods that make them sick to get better at Hearthstone?
I guess so. It worked for me.
It's good advice. Thank you so much.
Well, in the meantime, you're also representing Team USA in the Hearthstone Global Games, along with Amnesiac, Dog, and Hot Meowth. How does it feel to be not only representing yourself, but your country?
I'm really proud to represent my country. You know, there's a lot of people that kind of say the EU better than NA argument. And in the United States, we kind of take that personally. Sure, there's like a lot of other countries in North America, but we feel targeted by that, and we want to prove Europe wrong. And we feel like we're doing a pretty good job so far. And we're going to try and continue doing that.
So would you say there's a lot of added pressure there, or is it a little bit more chilled out because you've got a team behind you?
There's definitely more pressure when you're working with a group because you don't want to let anybody down. You carry, you know, their weight on your shoulders.
The Hearthstone Global Games is a tournament where some of the top players clash for national pride. South Korea, the Netherlands, USA,
That'll do it!
Italy, Belgium, Czech Republic,
Second note goes face.
Brazil, Ukraine.
The holy smite!
Many other teams have made their way into the round of 24, proving they have what it takes by fighting their way through Phase 1 of the Hearthstone Global Games. There were tons of exciting moments throughout the event.
You can get the so
He gets so furious, that would be absolutely massive if he does.
Yes!
Be sure to join us for Phase 2 of the Hearthstone Global Games starting on June 20th.
We've seen a lot of new players with the HCG, and also we've seen a lot of interesting deck building throughout the tournament. Have there been any favorites so far, which you've seen in the HCG?
My favorite decks that I've seen in HGG, I've seen like a lot of the early forms of Shaman coming together, which was really cool to watch, because early on in HGG, everyone believed Shaman was one of the weaker classes, and almost nobody played it. And then we started seeing some like kind of weird Jade Shamans breaking out, and now suddenly there's Evolved Doppelgangster Shaman with double Bloodlust, just these wacky card combinations that nobody really expected, but it's really starting to shape the class, which is always interesting to see a class that everyone thought in the beginning of the meta was bad come to be one of them that's like a star in the lineup.
Now, if you're looking at your own team and your own decks, any you're particularly happy with?
I'm really happy with how we utilize Freeze Mage in our lineup. That's kind of an off-meta deck. People would say it's like tier 3, tier 2, depending on who you ask, I guess, because you know, if you ask Laughing, he's gonna say it's tier 1. He's like the Freeze Mage super expert. But It's commonly believed to be not a very high power level deck, but because of the way the format's structured, you can actually really exploit its lopsided matchups to get huge edges, and I think we were able to utilize that very well.
Well, speaking of different decks, Zoe and Firebat are going to go and take a break here as we have French pro player Taz, and as Zoe said earlier, I'm going to be challenging him to a game of Hearthstone with some rather unique rules. I hear, Taz, that Yogg-Saron is one of your favorite cards.
It is my favorite card. I love this card. I played it a lot. I was the first one to play it in a tournament. I'm so sad it has been nerfed because it was so fun to play and to win everything with Yogg. But yeah, it was too strong, so it's okay.
Well, that is great news because I challenge you to praise Yogg. We're each going to play a deck with at least 27 spells in it.
Oh, I will play 29.
Well, I will play 2 Fiery Bats to honor our American guest here. And the only other rule is as soon as you get the opportunity to play Yogg-Saron, you've got to play him. You ready to go?
I'm ready. What should I play? Renounce Warlock? No, I will play Paladin, I think. So, let's go. I will put just Yogg. Perfect. I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
I will challenge you in wild. Let's go. Do you keep Yogg at the mulligan?
Now it's up to you.
I will fight with honor.
I won't. I will stop. See. No.
Throw back expensive cards so you
can throw the quest away if you want. I'll be fine with that. Hope you've got lots of card draw in your deck to make sure that you pick up that Yogg.
No, I don't have because I will draw it on turn 10. As soon as I will need Yogg, I will draw it.
Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to believe in your card.
There's my boy.
Whoa, the fiery bat. It's okay. You know, I will have a really good card next turn.
Reporting for duty.
Huh, that one's pretty annoying, actually.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think I have? Hounds? Dogs?
No. No! Poor shot.
Doesn't deal with your weapon, though. Surprise.
Oh, snake trap.
You can buff my minions if you like. That works for me.
But that doesn't work with my quest.
I know it doesn't, but you can still do it. It's totally cool.
For justice.
Let's play this. And let's adapt 5 times.
Oh, this is really bad news. This is bad. All right. Let's go. Is this your ritual before you play it? Do you do this every time?
Yes.
You know, look,
Not just praise
you
Yogg.
have a Yogg dance?
I'm ready. I just won't even look.
You won't look? I will.
Okay, I will. Oh, not bad. Nice.
What?
Crackle face.
Own face. Own face. Okay, all right, sure. Well,
Why is he killing off on my wisp? Don't give it.
I don't
Crackle.
think this Yogg's gonna die anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, build up the overload. I like this. If you can just like cast 8 more crackles and not have any mana to play anything next turn, that'd be great. Made the rules very clear to this one. Let's go.
Oh.
Malux? Nope. Okay then. All right. Don't kill yourself, Yogg.
Do it.
No!
Nice.
What? Wait, does it? No, it does stop. Oh, man.
Stop. He died.
That is so unfair.
And I will win with Yogg. Just like this.
I am not okay with this. Your Yogg-Saron did like all of the things,
Yes.
killed all of your own minions.
Because I am the
Hit me.
Yogg-Saron master.
My Yogg.
He listens to me.
First spell my Yogg cast did nothing. Summoned no Murloc. Second one, killed himself.
It's okay, you know. Winning is not all that matter. A friend of mine says that.
Nice. Nice.
Well played. Good luck next time.
Well, that matchup was pretty wild. Yeah, sorry, had to go there. Either way, Falcone, any comments, any remarks, any excuses you want to make?
I guess today the old gods were looking down on Tars, not me, unfortunately. I'll get him next time. Anyways, let's settle down and get back to business here. Firebird, would you say that deck building for the Hearthstone Global Games is different to how it is in the other tournaments such as HCT?
Yeah, deck building is definitely very different in the Hearthstone Global Games than it is in HCT because the format's just so different. You're bringing all of the classes and you're kind of pairing them on a specific player, and then the player has to choose, once they see their opponent's classes, what they are going to play, which allows you to have a lot of interesting deck building choices with your kind of off-the-wall classes, where you can use them to counter if specific situations arise.
Okay, and something that we've seen a lot over the last couple of months are teams putting Warlock as their ace class. Do you think that's a good move?
I don't think putting Warlock as the ace class is a good move at all. I think it really limits your possibilities for mind games, because there are some classes that people will always play no matter what the deck is paired with. And for example, Druid is one of those classes. Pretty much every player, whenever they have Druid, they ignore the second class. So I like putting Warlock in that slot, so then when it comes down to the player that has the ace match, he has 3 decks, so your opponent is kind of kept guessing. So they know you're gonna play your first class, and then when it comes down to the ace match, they know exactly what class you're gonna play, so their selection is a lot easier against that. We've been able to win a lot of ace matches exploiting that from people just because we know their deck selection.
You guys are always on voice, right, during the games.
Yeah.
Now, how does it actually affect the way you play a game if you have 3 other players in your ear participating in every move you're making?
It's very difficult if everyone is talking over each other and all talking at once, so you need a sense of order. A lot of players have different kind of positions or roles during the game, and we kind of all do our part to help each other without hurting each other, because if everyone tries to just shout out their game plan, it's gonna get really confusing really quick. I'm trying to just maintain order. I think that's a very important role. I'm kind of like the team mom, if you will.
So does it matter in terms of your team plan who's actually in control of the mouse, or do you maintain the same roles regardless of who's playing?
We maintain the same roles regardless of who's playing. So we play as a team. It doesn't matter who we're up against. We're all kind of keeping the same roles, and we're all piloting the deck together. There's not really any individually or the person with the mouse overruling everybody. We almost always come to a consensus on the play.
Did you ever run out of time on your turn because everyone had to tell all the other players their thoughts on the best possible play?
We have ran out of time on one turn, but it was a Lyra turn, which is, those are time-consuming turns, right? It generates a lot of cards and there's a lot of action going on, things happening. But I think we would have ran out of time even if it was just one person playing, because at that point in the game, we had Lyra with 2 Radiant Elementals down, and I think Amnesiac played 50 cards that turn. Like, honestly, I'm surprised his mouse didn't catch fire. Like, it was pretty crazy.
Now, you and your team, you were actually the first team to qualify for the round of 24. Did you expect that outcome when the groups have been drafted and you saw who you were up against?
We saw that there was some tough competition, so you know, you can never really expect to be first place in Hearthstone. I would say we expected to qualify and we expected to do well, but we didn't expect as dominant of a performance as we happened to have. You know, things have to go well for you to get undefeated records in Hearthstone, obviously. So, but we do believe we were favored to win out the group.
Are the USA going to win the Hearthstone Global Games?
I believe the USA is going to win the Hearthstone Global Games. I think we have the talent to do it, and we have the experience to do it. We really know the system, we know the format, and we can use that to our advantage, whereas some of the other teams, they may have the talent, they have good players, no doubt, but I don't think any team's as organized as we are.
Well, we definitely wish you and your team the best of luck in the round of 24, and we thank you very much for joining us here.
Thank you.
So, there you have it. Thanks a lot for joining us. Make sure to come back in early July when we are here in the studio to review the conclusion of the round of 24. And in the meantime, make sure to head on over to the link you're seeing on your screen right now to find out when and where you can watch. Really? Really?
Yeah.